The Intergovernmental Authority on Development Igad, through its Land Governance Unit, is convening a regional dialogue with women parliamentarians and duty bearers on gender, land and climate resilience in Nairobi. The meeting seeks to deepen regional cooperation and strengthen the commitment of member states to food security, environmental protection, peace building, humanitarian affairs, and economic integration.
Across the Igad region, women and girls bear a disproportionate burden of these challenges, forcing women and girls to walk longer distances for water and firewood, exposing them to security risks, reducing their opportunities for education and economic advancement. Despite their central role in agriculture, food security, and natural resource management, women remain marginalized in land ownership and decision-making.
According to the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Gladys Pos-Sholei, in her speech delivered by Irene Mayaka, a nominated Member of Parliament, said land is a critical defense against climate change, a source of livelihoods, identity, and security.
Securing land tenure rights for women is essential for our region's resilience, prosperity, and peace. When women have secure rights to land, the land is better managed, more productive, and more resilient to climate shocks.
The Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development's Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome underscored the critical role of women in climate adaptation and sustainable land management. The Land CS, in her speech delivered by Dr. Juliana Mutua, Senior Deputy Director, State Department for Lands and Physical Planning, said the Ministry of Lands' vision is to secure land tenure and a sustainable built environment to secure land rights that includes women's equal access to, control over, and ownership of land.
The Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development's ultimate vision is to secure land tenure and a sustainable built environment for all. We have secure land rights that includes women's equal access to land, control over the land and ownership of the same, digitization, regulation, and development of the construction industry, affordable housing, development of urban and metropolitan areas, research and development in land and the built environment, which are key priority areas for the ministry.
The leaders called on Igad member state governments to leverage data and technology to enhance transparency, improve land governance, and secure land rights, especially for women and marginalized communities.
Women hold solutions to many of our problems: climate crisis, resilience issues, food production, child caring, education. They are really the future of our region. We gather here not for just another meeting, but a reckoning to take stock of where we are in the issue of women and land ownership.
The forum also provided a platform to review policy gaps and share best practices in implementing gender-responsive land and climate policies across the region.
This is what should keep us awake at night. 70% of Africa's food is produced by women, yet they own less than 20% of the land. In the Igad region, while 70 to 90% of all wealth flows from land, less than 10% belong to women. This is just not unfair. It is economically unsustainable and devastating. When climate shocks hit, and they are hitting harder and harder by the day, those of us who live in Djibouti can tell you the number of days that temperatures rise to unsustainable levels. It is women who take the heaviest burden. They walk farther and farther for water, for firewood, for production of agriculture. Their daughters and sons leave for school and help with struggling families. Yet research proves that if we gave women equal access to land and resources, they could increase farm yields by more than 30% and reduce global hunger by 17%. The solution is not complicated. It is right here in this room.
Key discussions centered on women's participation, decision-making, the use of digital land registries, and incorporating indigenous knowledge in climate adaptation strategies. The regional dialogue on gender, land and climate resilience is the culmination of a series of 6 national dialogue meetings conducted across Djibouti, Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, South Sudan, and Uganda. These national-level consultations brought together women parliamentary leaders, including members of the key parliamentary committees on land, natural resources, climate change, and agriculture, as well as representatives from Women Parliamentarians Associations and national land institutions.